Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how powerful and profitable can be a robot that can be easily developed by using Algoness flagship product, the GTR, the generic trading robot. I would like also to emphasize the authenticity of this demonstration, and in order to do that I'll pick the time frame for this demonstration almost randomly, at least as random as I can generate. What you can see here is a typical chart in the most popular trading platform for Forex trader, which is called MetaTrader 4 or MT4 in short. In order to demonstrate the profitability of a robot that is generated by Algoness GTR, I'm going to launch the strategy tester like this. I'm going to enable it here in this menu, and here it is. I have already selected one of Algoness GTR products. There are a few of them, and in this case I've selected the GTR 4.2G, as you can see here. Now, in order to generate a robot, I will need to open a file which looks from first glance quite simple one, which is called GTR inputs. This is a configuration file, but this is actually the heart of, or the brain of the newly generated robot. I'm going to go here to the data folder. I'm getting this screen. Here I'm going to the tester, files, and I'm going to select the GTR inputs.ini, which shows that this is a configuration file. Got it. Here it is. Now what you can see here is the whole strategy that I have defined by this series of numbers. Of course, I am not going to get any deeper and explain what's the meaning of all these numbers, but what I can tell you in this opportunity that after you understand what's the structure and meaning of all these parameters in the GTR inputs, it's actually about 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes in order to transform a strategy that you have in mind to this series of numbers, which, if you look a little bit closer, you see that actually it's quite simple. This, for example, is a series of numbers which are growing gradually, but they are all negative. And this is the same series that, again, numbers are growing gradually, but they are all positive. The GTR has unique multitasking or multiprocessing capabilities, but in this case I would activate only one process. This is the meaning of this line here. Number of initial trades, 1. It means this is a single process configuration. Now I can change anything that I want here in this file, but once I've done, I'm going to here to the save and save this file. Now I go back to the strategy tester, and as I said, I randomly pick any starting point for my testing. I'm going to click, let's say, a random number of fast clicks. Okay, like this. Let's say I'm going to choose 'July 19th 2017 as my starting point. Okay, and now I'm going to click start. This is going to take about a couple of hours, so obviously I just show you here and there a glimpse of how the test results are developed. Okay, let's start. Okay, this test run is activated, and now I expect to see the first result here. It starts running, and I would like to see the results. Here they are, the first results. As I've pre-configured, the test starts on July 19th, 2017, and these are the first trades that the robot has generated. Okay, in terms of the graph, I can see here the results more visually. Going to click here on the graph. Here it is. Okay, so let's just wait a little while more, and let's let it, for example, run another month or even a couple of months and see how it is going to perform. By the way, the initial amount that I've used is $10,000. All right, you see the starting point here is the equity is $10,000 in this demo account. Okay, as you can see now, the date is August 3rd, 2017, which means about a couple of weeks after our starting point in July 19th, and we can see all the trades the robot has performed. You can see that there are quite many of them. Okay, now we are August 4th, and the results are as follows. The profit that the robot has generated so far is $240 for a period of 2 weeks, and on a basic equity of $10,000, which represents a yield of 2.4%, which is not bad at all. Okay, and if we want to see visually the graph, here it is. The more important line is the green line, because that represents the actual equity. The blue line is the balance. So as you can see, it behaves quite nicely. The profit is going gradually as we trade. I will let it run for another 2 weeks, so it will complete a whole month of trading, and we'll see the results, and then we will summarize. Alright, as you can see now we are in August 14th, okay, year 2017. Well, time flies as you enjoy it. Alright, and we're approaching the end of the first month since starting this demonstration in July 19th. Okay, so far we can see that the robot behaves quite nicely, or actually profitably. Okay, now the total profit is about $380 for a period that is less than a month, so that represents a yield of almost 4%. Okay, for first month, which is not bad at all. But I would like to emphasize that this is not the point that I'm trying to make here. The main point that I would like to highlight is the ease of use in the GTR in order to create even the most sophisticated, complicated, and also profitable strategies, as I hope I've managed to convey in this demonstration. Actually, all you need to do is go here to the GTR inputs and fill in the blanks in these lines, and once you get to know the meaning, it becomes something which you can do very easily in a very short period of time, and that's it. Once you are completing this short process, you have a new robot, a new automated trading robot in hand. And second point that I would like to make is the things that you didn't see during this demonstration. You didn't see any moving averages or MACD or sophisticated indicators, or for this token indicators, oscillators, and any other mathematical computations, complex algorithms, etc. The only thing that you see is all these numbers, which even in a second glance looks quite simple. Yes, it can become quite complicated, but the basic robots can be generated very easily. Of course, you need to govern the GTR, you need to get experience with the different options that you have, with the settings, to understand the components, the parameters in the GTR inputs. But once you get this knowledge, the speed that you can generate a robot, and not just a robot, a profitable robot, is overwhelming. Okay, and here we are in August 15th, which is almost 1 month from the beginning. We crossed the $400 profit just now. Okay, it means we generated 4% yield during the first month of demonstration, which, as I just want to re-mention, that I've picked quite randomly, okay, the time period for doing this demonstration, and I will rehearse the two main messages that I would like to convey. First, how easy it is to generate a new robot and a new strategy, and second is that what seems to be very simple can be very powerful and very profitable from the trader's standpoint. So if you are tired of losing money and you would like to automate your trading, you will find out that Algoness GTR would be your best companion. Okay? See you, and thank you for your time and attention.